Hey there, and welcome back to Daily Challenges, an educational monster train series where we try to push score on the daily leaderboards. Alright, it's a late recording. I have been playing other games all morning like a complete buffoon, but now I'm here finally recording the thing that I was supposed to have recorded let's see, maybe 6 hours ago, so doing great already. Fantastic start to my recording session. So let's see what we have. So today we are Exile Primordium, which is actually Exile Umbra, you know what I mean, with Exile Hellhorned. Sure, Primordium is always really good here. We've got some really high scores, 86k somewhere in there. That's really fast. Those are some prime kills across the board. Wow, I don't think I've scored this high in a while. There's maybe a couple runs I've done on this series that have reached this height, but this is good. This is like infinite level good. Maybe this is like an impish scholar, maybe. I don't know. This could also just be so fast you win on turn one. So there are a few ways you can pull that off with other things. Spell weakness is one of them. Not really accessible here. I think we'll just have to see, but that's like 86.6k is fast enough that I don't think it's enough to simply go fast and then eat Primordium and win on turn 3 when you finish eating Primordium, right? I think you have to be faster than that. So that could be something like, trying to think of an example, probably like Last Stand centric, maybe a -2 spell chain Last Stand with a good opener, something like that. I could see that getting there. So we'll have to be on the lookout for some real big plays. It's interesting to note also that only one player reached 86.6k. Next highest is 84.4, and then a couple in 83s, and a lot of 80s in general. We're really looking to push big numbers here, right? So that's crazy. All right. As far as our mutators, let's see what we have. 2 for 1, so I think this is a negative most of the time. Each time you draft a card, you get a second copy. Great, that's terrible. Pain Train, so enemy units enter with spikes, 1, and a vampiric touch. Everything has lifesteal. I mean, none of these are very impactful. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll find out. So, anyway, I don't want to belabor the point. So, as always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's play some daily challenge stuff and let's get into it. All right. Clicking it. Oh, look, I remember to turn off mods. Go me. All right, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay, just all good. Got really distracted with other games. I've ever since I got gifts of games for Christmas, it's been like, I gotta find time to play these. But the only time to play them is time I would normally be spending recording. So it's like, bummer. I gotta make a decision one way or the other. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Free time is tough though. I have obviously a good chunk of free time, but most of that is committed to other things that are not. I can't really record during that time or get to my computer and play a game or something. So it's kind of interesting in that respect. That when you have a full time job, it's just, oh man, it all adds up. So anyway, let's get into it. So today, as before, we are Exile Umbra, Exile Hellhorned. We are facing Plating Seal Daedalus, Eternal Crest, aka Spell Shield Fell, Sap Seraph, Packed Morsels, Hidden Passage, Ember Forge. Another thing that could be fast enough here actually is a Morsel Maid angle. If you had a ridiculously good play, you could maybe do interesting. I haven't done this in a while, but you could get there with something like Intrinsic Wretch, and then you just like an intrinsic Packed Morsels. You could eat the entirety of Primordium on turn 1 and then bring them back and do it again. So, kind of cool. Anyway, Hidden Passage and Ember Forge are also here, so good stuff. I don't hate any of these. They're good cards. Man, 86.6k. Alright, we'll see. For those of you who skipped to this part of the video, we have 2 for 1 as our Mutator, Pain Train, and Vampiric Touch. None of them are terribly impactful, but, they're here, I guess. Yeah, I just don't really see much value here. They're fine, right? I mean, Superfood Primordium, we slam it if we can. He'll pass on the lifesteal. Sure. Cool, I guess. But, yeah, fair enough. Temples today are on 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5 temples. Great. We are going to prioritize every single Pact Shard known to humanity here. So if I'm going to hit 86k, there's no messing around. Like, we have, the power is somewhere, and we need to be strong and high numbers. We have dupe on steel side on 8, sure. Another a removal dupe with cave on 7 is good. Magic and steel on 6, noting that there is a steel shop on 7. I forgot to mention that. Magic shop on 6 is stronger with the vortex. We have vortex horde trinket shop on 5 competing with magic, sure. On 4 we have no shops, so we get double of every shop on the early game. Cool. As far as the banner situation, we have a banner on the Horde Vortex side of an Umbra banner on 4, and then Hellhorned on Steel Magic, respectively, and another Umbra banner on the Magic side on 2. So, a decent spread. Hellhorned is accessible, huh? Interesting. Well, I guess we'll find out. Railhammer, I mean, I'm going to click it, right? This is one of those, like, yeah, all right, we click the Railhammer when it's shown. Pyre Wall, by the way, is really good. It means you can do a lot of silly things, like just leak things of the Pyre. I really like this relic here, but Railhammer, I mean, we have to click it, right? It's too big of a swing to skip. All right, let's go ahead and do the Forge here. So, Golden Vault is tempting. Iron Drop Cage with Hidden Passage is very good. I do like that. Guild Marker will save us points. It's interesting because if I were playing to win the game, this would look very different than what I'm about to do. I think it's tough. I think I'm gonna... am I gonna take Drop Cage? Am I gonna feel bad if I don't? I have Lifesteal. I think we don't take Drop Cage, as weird as that is. Guild Marker saves points. I think I'm taking the Guild Marker. I think I'm taking the Guild Marker here. It's early, it's nice. I don't want the Golden Vault. If I leak anything while it saves health, it will cause problems for actually staying ahead, buying things from shops. So I'm going to take the Guild Marker here. That's okay. And we get Aggressive Edible, Stalwart Snack. Do we take Stalwart Snack and just kind of chill on it? That seems really weak here. I think you have to take the Aggressive Edible. Do you? I think you do. I think you do. I don't feel strong enough without Aggressive Edible here, so we're going to move on. There's nothing here that benefits Stalwart Snack is the problem. Yeah, Trial is no problem. We'll click this, do fine. We have like 12 cards in this deck that answer these things. Cool, so I can Morsel, Train Steward, Primordium. I will Queen's Impling middle. Sure. Seems acceptable. I do need a Plink somewhere. If I ascend this guy, I'm going to eat dirt, though, is unfortunately the problem. What if I ascend Plink here? That seems doable. Yeah, alright. Sure. Let's put the Ember Forge down. Why not, right? Why not? I'm going to actually take a Pact Morsels here. If we hit a damage morsel of some kind, it could matter. Yeah, it hits. I'm okay with that. We'll leave these in for now. The lifesteal is offsetting the spikes, which is nice. Like to see it. I'm going to go ahead and Queen's Impling top. It opens the floor up. We do have a very dicey fellow on mid-floor. Interesting. Huh, I wonder what the angle here is. I mean, I think I could, like, get guys on the floor, and we plink, and we do our best. I think there's maybe a way out. You put a Train Steward down, and we're guaranteed to get it, which is great. We can tank a lot with the Antumbra Morsel, which I appreciate. You know what I did forget, though? I am playing... This is me completely forgetting. I'm playing for a bottom floor kill. I don't think I'm going to get it. I took a trial that makes me play top. I guess I don't have to, but leaking is going to be worth more... I'm going to lose more points leaking than skipping the trial or by trying to aggressively get this. Maybe there's a way we can pull some of this off. I'm not sure. It's very interesting. I mean, I think we let it ride. I don't see how we get past this otherwise. So that's going to have to be okay. And then we can ascend here and get the kill on turn 2. Now, wow, actually, excuse me? No! Ah! I could have had this too. If I had if I had actually ascended first, I underestimated how strong I was on that floor. That's funny. It's one of those things where a lot of the thresholds, I don't pay attention to spikes when it comes to them. So, okay, now here's a question. Is there a possibility that I can get this on bottom? It's a good question. Not actually sure if there is. We're going to try it, see if we can pull this off somehow. We definitely want to plink upstairs. I want to ascend here. Yeah, bottom floor, I mean, it's already collapsed, is what this means. We can save some of it. Well, I mean, we are out, technically. What an interesting floor situation. I'll go ahead and buff middle, sure. We get everything. Can I get through this? Maybe. We plink. We feel bad. Alright, great work. Good. Always good. We do get out here, which is good. Yeah, true. Alright, we haven't taken damage, but am I actually winning on bottom? I don't think I am. Lifesteal may matter here. The problem is spikes, right? The problem is indeed spikes. Okay, we're clearing that. Spikes is doing all the damage here. I'm not getting this kill. So I could elevator here, and I think we do get it on second floor. It's the same, right? It's identical. It's because the morsels are attacking into it. Yeah, we get it on second turn. This is fine. This is what I would have had before if I'd remembered to elevator a guy before elevatoring the boss and freezing out my floor. We would have had enough damage to push it, but I'm going a little too quickly. I think I'm going to accept this. It's just what we have to deal with. 2-turn with the trial, it's probably what we're going to have. The fact that I've already missed that makes me feel really bad, though, right? Like, that's rough. Now, okay. I have plinks. Do I want Umbra assaults? Not really. The problem, again, is I have to draft 2 of them if I want any of them. And I definitely don't want 2 of these. So I think we're skipping that guy. Vent. I'm going to take Vent. You know, what if this is just Apex Imp? Now, Apex Imp could be fast enough. We could generate enough armor. We have a Railhammer opener. I never take Fortify here. Not in a million years. Unless I'm predicting the Apex Imp. Vent is so much better. I have 5 temples. I need good upgrade cards. I think you have to take the Vent. I think you have to take the Vent? Don't be Apex Imp. Please? We're going to the steel shop. Don't be Apex. It's going to be Apex Imp, isn't it? Fully properly upgraded or something insane like that? No, in fact, actually, it is just Demon Fiend. Okay, well, sure. You know, he's terrible. I'm not going to take him because I can't afford him. I guess I'm grabbing the Alpha Fiend. That's rough. Alright, well, we get a plus 30 on the Vent. I guess it's just bad, actually. Secretly bad. Intrinsic hidden passage. I already miss you, my iron drop cage. Unit to sacrifice. Well, I guess I have to take something. Here, let's put a train steward into Emberforge, because I think Emberforge is probably the best unit I have right now. I'm taking the intrinsic into something. Here's the pact morsels. Sure. Hidden passage is not bad. If I technically do like a... I'm going to look in here for a reroll. If I see multi-strike, I don't. Okay. I was going to say I would take it, and then you might intrinsic the hidden passage to elevate or something. You might still do it, but I'm going to go ahead and take this intrinsic hidden passage. There's enough value to it that I'm not afraid. We'll move on. It's pretty rough. It's a bad unit. Take the trial. I'm over here just constantly thinking about where my 86k score comes from. And you know what? That's a tough answer. I don't actually know. Let's separate these floors. Alright, cool. Ember Forge is good. This bottom floor is a nightmare. I'm still gonna punch it, but yikes. Okay. Alright, we have a vent that's useful. This guy's gonna do damage to me. Do I have to vent middle? Maybe. Look at the whole thing. I was gonna say, you want to look at the whole thing because I could see a... Maybe the lifesteal was better. Not sure. I'm gonna vent upstairs. The thought is, what if I simply win on bottom floor here? Interesting. Interesting. I don't know about this. Is 2 lifesteal? The problem is you have to play the vent at 5 if you want to kill the protector openly. So if I'm going to click this... Man, I wish there was like an undo button or something. Try this and then undo. That would be great. But just help with the math. I don't feel like running the numbers is the problem. Does this guy ever get there? 21, 9, rage drops. No, he doesn't have rage, actually. It's not this guy. So I don't think he ever gets there. You could do Impling and then play this at 0, and it gets there. Alright, I think we have to... I think we're going to take a hit in the back. I can't think of how I get past this guy, right? Which does call into question, it would have been better to vent middle. So, alright, back to main menu. We're going to try this again. Daily, alright, let's go. Continue the run. Okay, what do we have? So I need to somehow get past all this stuff. The right way of doing it is, it definitely is separate these floors apart. For sure. I'm going to put the Alpha Fiend on mid-floor and not the Ember Forge here. The main reason is because he now punches into this guy, which is something of an improvement, I think. Okay. So he's doing a little more damage now. Now, you vent up top and you save 4. Or I vent middle and we can do some other work here. So I think we are going to Queen's Impling. I crack the Pact Morsels. I'm going to play these downstairs. This Pact Morsels doesn't do anything. I plink. Alright, that actually does a lot of work. Now we can vent upstairs and we're fine. Okay, so I think now if we actually redraw that plink, we can pull it off. Except we don't redraw the plink I don't know what I changed. We're not winning on bottom, though. Not winning on bottom. I don't want to take 9 here. Okay, so what is the way you get through this? I'm not sure how we pull off 86k with an opener like this. I mean, this is not bad, but 86k requires borderline perfection. 10% getting nickel and dimed like that is rough. What if you play bottom floor? I mean, the problem is Primordium just passes away, right? You have to, what, separate a guy off and then hope for the best? It's not very good. He's going to die on this floor. That's the immediate problem. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't lose Primordium here. And now I'm leaking. I'm missing the Collector. Like, it's not good. Okay, so I don't think bottom floor is feasible, is where I'm at on this one. I think we need to play top floor and hope that we can elevator the boss, I guess. That's pretty much our only real choice. So we're playing top. We're going to elevator the boss. The first turn never changes. It's fine. I do like the other order that we chose here. That's okay. It pushes more numbers into this guy. I will Pact Morsels. Play some of these downstairs. I'm going to play the other Pact Morsels. Sure. We can tank a little bit, I guess. It's fine. It lives, which is something. Now, I will Plink. I don't really want to vent upstairs. Do I have to vent middle here? Take the 4? I think I do. Unfortunate. Okay, now, what do you do here? We hope for the best, I suspect? Yeah, we just vent boss, and then I hope for a draw. I hope to hit a draw unit, or rather, not a draw unit, ascend. Okay, I mean, we get out on second turn. We took 4 damage. I don't see the way out otherwise, unless I jank the draw to try to pick up my... redraw my plus 30. I mean, you could mess with the RNG. It feels really disingenuous to try to do that, so I'm not going to fight with it, and we just accept the 4 damage as payout here. It's not great, but it's fine, I suppose. Perils, I suppose it has to be Perils. Maybe it's Prismal Dust? Some defense. The problem is Spikes is going to cause problems for Primordium, so Perils might be it. I kind of think it's Perils. It's so slow, right? It's just so slow. I'm going to take Prismal Dust here, I think, actually. Inflame is probably it. Armor 9, Rage 4, it's something. Get that going. Rail Beater. I don't want 2 Rail Beaters, but they're better than the other guy. Alright, fine. Not looking good so far. I'm going to go to the steel shop. I need to find some kind of an upgrade that matters here. Yeah, multi-strike at least looks pretty decent. So we can go multi-strike into Rail Beater. Seems fine. I'm going to re-roll. Endless, plus 25. Maybe we save this for another multi-strike down the road. There are going to be opportunities. Sure. See what we hit on the cave. One Horn's Tome. Unnamed Tome. None of these really call to me. One Horn's Tome is unplayable right now. Yeah, it's also a little risky with spikes. It's just Unnamed Tome and it's not particularly close. This just doesn't feel fast. Have I missed what I'm trying to do already? It just feels so slow. I don't know. Well, okay. It just doesn't feel like we already feel behind enough that I must have missed something. I guess. I suppose. Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. It's hard to say. I want to play Inflame for sure. I want this bomb to blow up. I want the Ember Forge. Push numbers on... Yeah, we'll just shoot the boss. That's fine. I could, like, freeze this, but I would rather hit the boss and take the 9. It's acceptable. Yeah. Sure. The multi-strike is doing some decent work for me here. Alright, we get a good plink. I like it. I also do get a Prismal Dust for Primordium, which is good. I would like to get that stat bonus, so that's nice. I guess I'll play some of these other guys. I need to put one Prismal Dust into Primordium. This Rubble Morsel can be sacrificed. It's fine. And I think we chill. Okay. He has eaten it at least, which is something. I need to get Primordium, or not Primordium, but I need to get Daedalus killed. How am I doing that? It's a great question, in fact. A fantastic question. I guess here's my... I'll ascend up. No, I want to feed morsels, I think. Sure. This just doesn't... This feels so weak, is the problem. Like, we'll clear some of this, for sure, it looks like. This is rough. This guy's walking on me. I could have ascended the rail beater. I guess I should have, because all the forged disciples are being upgraded into sweepers. I don't know, man. This doesn't feel great. I feel like either I'm missing something or I'm playing poorly on the daily, because this already feels like we're behind and not doing very well. So, that's unfortunate. The early turns don't really change. This is all fine. Definitely want to play out some of this stuff. I could shoot a different floor here, interestingly. No, I think pushing the numbers into the boss makes more sense. Yeah. Alright. So I think we need to... plink. One goes into Primordium again. No real change in these turns, but the next turn when I draw the Ascend, I think I need to play the Ascend. Yeah, we can tank upstairs here. We can push some numbers here, but it doesn't matter. Put down some damage shield, sure. Now, we do lose bottom floor here, but that's going to have to be okay. Okay, we clear it. It's something. Okay? It's something. I'm gonna what? Multi-plink here and hope for the best, I guess? Seems alright. It's not particularly good, but we get past that, at least. Give me the vent, please. Or don't. I will take a lifesteal on up top floor, I guess. It will have to do. I don't see how I play bottom floor successfully on this one, that's for sure, right? Yikes. I'm barely even gonna win on top floor. And then we, what, vent here and hope for the best? We don't get it? We straight up don't get the kill. I don't even win this combat right now. What is happening? I must have missed something really busted somewhere. Like, what was in that Umbra banner? Maybe it was in the Umbra banner on Ring 2? Maybe. Ugh, this is annoying. These early turns don't change. This makes sense. I do want to buff up here. Pushing 100 makes more sense to me than any of these other options. I do benefit a lot from the Ember Forge. Damage into the boss is good. Yes. The damage... You could do some real jank stuff by putting Primordium in front here, which is unhinged. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it does work. Unreal. unreal, it does work. We go daily challenge, we go in. So, yeah, the obnoxious thing about this is you play Primordium in front in a way that I would actually normally never do. When he goes upstairs, you go, hey, wait, doesn't he die here? We just unnamed tome this, right? So you'll see why he doesn't actually die. Because I unnamed tome, then I vent up here. We still push 84, and the melee weakness goes through. It changes nothing on this turn because we have the might of... Wait for it. Damage shield. So the punch doesn't change anything. So it doesn't actually affect anything at all, which is hilarious to me. We still clear top floor, which is also hilarious. We can do Train Steward. I can put down a Queen's Impling. I can then ascend here and play a double damage shield, which is very entertaining. And now things already look better. Right? Yeah, things already look better. This mid-floor looks bad, I'll admit. That's true. Let's crack both packed morsels. I want to push numbers and kill the protector here. These excavators are doing actually nothing for me, so it's funny, but sure. I can just plink a whole bunch for no real reason other than that I can. Alright, we killed the front guy at least. That's impressive. We get an excavator. I get the inflame out. Unfortunately, I just don't see it working in our favor because of the lifesteal. I can't plink these guys. So... I don't win if I ascend the boss. The only way I win is if I... Like, mathematically, I do not win. I guess if I vent, the lifesteal... I think we get it, actually. But I have to vent up here? Yeah, alright, we do actually get it. I was like, wait, we actually have enough turns on this. Somehow I've changed it enough. 2 turn, I guess it's going to have to be good enough, right? Transcend Imp? Alright, maybe we machine gun. I'll click it, right? Alright, there's your Apex Imp. Okay, fine. He's here. We're going to click him too. So, Apex Imp, we put Rail Beater into him, I guess. We give up the one multi-strike we had. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, but I guess it's going to be acceptable. Gross. Okay. Huh. Well, I'm going to keep the multi-striking Rail Beater, but I have like 6 banner units right now, thanks to 2 for 1, which I will never get over that Shiny Shoe believes that that is a positive modifier. They're like, don't you want 2 units? Or 2 of everything? Isn't that good? Should be purple at least. Good grief. Alright, I'm going to need space eventually. What boss is this? Spell Shield? Okay. So, with that in mind, I'm such an expensive deck, right? It's just so pricey. Alright. I need everything, is the unfortunate problem we have right now. I don't think Ember solves the problem, because I need the space to play the garbage first. So I think this is draw and we clean it up. I think so. Alright, we're going to go for removals, I think. I don't get much out of this Hellvent. I mean, you can Hellvent the vent, I suppose. It's something. But most of the rest of this is wasted. I want to look at everything else here. The Horde says Scorched Steel. Great. I'll click it. Vapor Funnel is not as attractive because you still take spikes damage. I'm going to look at the Umbra banner, and I'm going to skip the Umbra banner. We have 5 million units right now, right? Which tells... I mean, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 8 units. I have 4 or 5, or 4 right there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 units. Okay, we're good. I need to get rid of the Alpha Fiends because they are going to clog my draws. I'm going to look at this Horde. Refined Void. Mark of a Champion? Sure. That adds up. Yeah, okay, that adds up. Stalwart Snack. So because of Mark of a Champion, Stalwart Snack is superior numerically. The problem is he's just going to die to spikes, and I would like to, hold out for a superfood later, so we'll just take aggressive edible here and move on. This doesn't feel good, right? I have to take this trial? Like, how am I playing bottom floor here? This doesn't track. I literally cannot play bottom floor, right? I just do not see it. Both ascends on this floor as well. Yikes. Well, okay, fair enough. Ugh. I don't see it. I can separate the enemies, which is good. That's something. I'm gonna leave these morsels in, I think. Yeah. Well, I'll put them down. One dies, and that's okay. Alright. How am I killing mid-floor man? You kill him with Rail Beater Slap. That helps. Emberforge needs to live. I said you need to live. Crack the packed morsels here. Are you living yet? Okay, you're alive. It's something. It is something. Can push numbers a little bit. I gotta work on this bottom floor too, though. It's tough, man. I don't know. I don't know if we have the numbers for this. I barely even think I'm clearing upstairs right now. Yeah, it's like Rail Beater mid-floor. Inflame. Inflame matters. Transcendent is not good here, so that's true. The Rail Beaters are at least priming this guy for Apex Imp to get clapped, which is nice. I have to deal with the back line, though, which is dicey. Let's play the other Apex Imp, I guess. He does good numbers. Push something middle. Alright, I mean, I need to draw a vent, I guess. Alright, game is actually just super easy. Simply hit vent and you're okay. Cool. So we go ahead and click Prismal Dust, and then we play the vent and we're golden, basically. True. Alright, that's decent. Now this mid-floor, I have to avoid... Oh, I found an answer. The answer is... Vent bad guy. The answer is vent bad guy. We vent, we vent. We sit on this. Okay. I can play Transcendent, right? That's good. And clears top floor for me in a safe way. Great. I wish to ascend the boss. Alright. This saves me a turn at least, which I'll take. Transcendent, I don't think gets the KO here. Whereas I do think the Inflame does. Yeah, sure. Great. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Well, another 2-turn. I don't feel good about this run. I'm not sure where this 86k is coming from. Prism Retrieval? I wonder if this is a good as an example of take fewer shards and just power up and get these 10%. It's really hard to measure which is the more optimal approach without spending a whole bunch of time thinking about it. I don't know. All right. It's tough. It's tough. I don't want these cards. Prism Retrieval is not it. Skip. Infinite Box is pretty decent. We could hit a Welder Helper. It's a free-ish card. I'm okay with it. Sure, I'll take that. I realize I just took 2, but that's fine. Magic Shop, making things cheaper is your friend. I'm going to look at the Horde. There's a lot of things this could roll that would be pretty strong. So, I like it. Gurg's Goad is one of them. Yep, that's great news. Ashes of the Fallen is another. Ashes of the Fallen gives me double armor up front. Helps all my imps. It's worth it. Great. We're going to take the Gurg's Goad. I will reroll you. Hell's Banners means I don't need Ember, which is actually pretty important here. And we will be doing... I mean, look at it. Armor 10, Rage 10 is just Rage 20 with some health. Or I can go Armor 30 and get Armor 30, Rage 30. I mean, it's just the Rail Beater, and it's not particularly close. We're going to plop one of those guys in here for a nice Armor 34 drop on that guy. It's a great opener. We'll take it. A plus 30. I'm going to make this vent super size. The intrinsic is... I don't know, Infinite Box. You could see some shenanigans. Roll shenanigans. Removals are going to be units, because I have one... I only need 6 more units here. I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we can just drop Train Stewards here with no fear. We have so many units. Clearing them is beneficial. Hell's Banners helps. I'm going to click it. And we move on. That helps. That means I think we take space. And we might be able to do something fun. Alright. Play Infinite Box. Alright, Pyre Chomper, go. We love that. How do I feel about a bottom floor angle? It's maybe possible. It's hard to say. Let's try middle, maybe? 34 damage vent. Numbers! Alright, we get an Apex Imp middle. He murders somebody, which is great. We play the other Apex Imp downstairs. So, I'm feeling good about that. I can play Transcend Imp and then get him out. And then 9 Prismal Dust here. Oh, Plink upstairs for the Collector. Sure. Okay. I mean, this looks good, right? This looks good. A lot of Ember. This seems alright. This seems winning if I can draw a boss. What am I trying to say? If I can draw a boss... The word I'm trying to say is a boss hidden passage. I tell you what, words are difficult sometimes. Words are not easy. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We might actually win on bottom floor. It's not actually impossible. We missed one of our little friends here, so that's, you know, a bummer. But fine. We're going to just play a whole bunch of little guys and then hang out, I guess. Alright, cool. We ascend the man, and we win. Great. Good job. We did it. Alright, we at least got a turn 1 on something. Fantastic news. 3 turn on this guy. Wonderful. Engine upgrade. I think we're good on Hell's Banners. Ember right now. Caven. Caven does move bosses, potentially flying bosses into a kill zone, so we'll think about it, but I'm not gonna do it, I don't think. Battering ram. Yep, battering ram it is. Build up the armor and insta-gib him on turn 1. We're going to go left. I skipped a reinforce really early. That was... It's tough because that reinforce came before Apex Imp did. Should I have prospectively taken a reinforce? Maybe. Let's go look at a steel shop. I'd like a multi-strike or something. Yeah, spell chain. Battering ram spell chain is pretty solid. A multi-strike. Alright, we're cooking a bit now. We are doing it. I'm going to keep this other Apex in because he just straight up does a ton of extra damage. And I'm going to go ahead and put Rail Beater into him. The multi-striking Rail Beater into the Apex Imp. There's no reason not to. I need to do this infusion anyway. I'm thinking I spell chain a battering ram here. Starting at what? 28 health because of everything. 28, he comes to 30. We have enough health. I don't need damage shield here. All right, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put the damage shield somewhere just so I have it. Put it on the other guy, I guess. So he doesn't die. Sure. Reroll this. Endless. Endless Ashes Transcendimp is very powerful. I feel like we take this because it opens up a lot of opportunities. We don't need to do much else with it here, but it's very powerful. Go ahead and play Spell Chain into the Battering Ram. The hope is that we hit a -2 coming up, and then we can dupe this thing. Tendon Piercing. I'm going to go ahead and vent Tendon Piercing here. You could have put that in the Battering Ram, but I want the reduction if possible. But look at the caves. Consumables. Awoken. Hellhorned. I'm going to take the Hellhorned. Rage Serum is not it. I'll take 10 gold. Fine. Alright, goodbye. Health is irrelevant. I think we've got what we need here. We move on. We're very strong. Then now it's just, I need to connect the dots on Fell. Right? We have the pieces. I just need to make it happen. See what's in the imp in a box. Okay, we get a Rage Imp here. And then I can, what? Play the Fledgling Imp. Blast stuff, if possible. Alright. We need to clear a lot. I need to get you upstairs, bud. Gotta get you upstairs. The Welder Helper is pretty good right here. Yeah, that's pretty solid. We're clearing this floor out, and then I can do Transcendimp upstairs. And this is a power play. So we're clearing mid-floor, so she comes upstairs now because she has to. And you know what's obscene right now? I actually miss this kill because I didn't Tendon Piercing a Battering Ram. Absolutely uncool, Monster Train. Uncool. So I can get it. I can get it. I just need to remember to plink on Fell. And we have it. It's not too bad. This will help with score a lot. Getting a 3 turn on her. The way we angled this, I think, feels really good. Huh. Weird order on the... I think I did things out of order, oddly. But you plink middle. Yeah. Pushes numbers right like that. Crazy. I think you come downstairs. Let's look at this imp in a box. What a weird ordering on this. Huh. It's not bad, but it's weird, that's for sure. Right, because she doesn't have the damage shield right now. Which is curious. So there's nothing to plink here. Okay. I see. You get the spell chain on the same turn. Unbelievable. I actually cannot get the kill because of a bunch. I can't get it because of an insane... Man, I didn't put a random tendon piercing into a battering ram. Now, which battering ram is it? I could have put it... It would have been... Would I have ever put the tendon piercing in the other battering ram? Should I have? I guess. Ugh, I missed so many points for this. Alright, well, we can get out at least. Take me home. Okay, we lose a good chunk there from that, but it'll have to be fine. Reinforce Wretch. I mean, it's Reinforce. We already talked about this. I need more card draw, I think. We need to assemble the pieces. It's not about the space to make it happen right now. I'm going to go to the right. Give me a -2 or something. A spell chain, sure. I will actually just put this into something else. Tenon piercing into the battering ram. It's fine. It's fine. You know, it's fine. Whatever. Who knows? Spell chain the other battering ram, I guess. We'll tenon piercing that one, sure. Sure, there you go. I put a tenon piercing in the stupid battering ram. We're going to make Shotgun Transcendent, or rather Machine Gun, as it were, because that contributes well. I'm going to look at this cave. Build a card. I'll take armor. You got money? No, we don't have money. I don't really want that. You're not giving me money. I think this is straight up just too slow. I'm skipping it. I wish to dupe the most expensive shard count card I have, which is the 20 shard vent. We are going to remove some more garbage here because I've got a lot of garbage to remove. Random Tia is pretty decent. I think we're going to cut Transcendimp and a Queen Zimpling here. Or not Transcendimp, but Train Steward. It starts with a TR. Unit. Alright, we're fine. We do see the superfood. I will take the superfood. Alright, good job. Alright, we're doing okay, I guess. We're doing alright. It's not great, but it's alright. Which unit do I roll into today? Box says Pyre Chomper. I can Queen Zimpling here. It's not the end of the world, right? And then we play the other guy and it's fine. Sure. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and play other Rail Beater buddy. I will open the Imp in a Box. We get Fledgling Imp, Queen's Impling, Inflame on Primordium helps. Sure. We're doing it. It's fine. You then play Transcendimp here. Now, unfortunately, we didn't roll the really good Transcendimps, but we're doing all right. I do have Superfood at least, so I can reinforce Primordium, which matters. Top floor's fine. We can just blow this man up fully, which is good. Here, have a morsel. It's good for you. I can blast mid-floor guy. I guess it doesn't really matter. We send that guy straight to the Shadow Realm. Send this guy to the Shadow Realm. Cool. Alright, we win on bottom. It's fine. Incoming Transcendent Shotgun Blaster. You get the other Reinforce here. And you're winning. Great. We did it. We just keep buffing here, we blow up the floor, and I don't have to think too hard about this. Yeah, we're out. Great. We don't need to do anything fancy here. Just play the Transcendimp, play the other Transcendimp. Good job. Great. Freeze this guy, blow him up. Good enough for government work. I can use the Pact morsels, right? We have the tools. Look, I can make it playable. Behold, clicking cards because I can. Amazing. All right. Bottom floor, fine. Can't go any faster on that one. So now it's the question of how do I get this even better? Skip here. Money is points. I'll take another Imp in a box. I actually think these are really good. Anytime I can roll something wild, I might hit like another Transcendent, a Welder Helper. I'm going to the right. I need this dupe. Fossilized Fangs, Refracting Lens. I want to avoid spending worthless stuff. -2 on the Battering Ram is for sure happening. Probably duping that thing. Let's purge a Plink, I guess, because it's not particularly impressive. We do the final infusion. Great. Wonderful. We pulled it off. Large stone. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to give one of these guys just some health. It's fine. It could matter. I'll re-roll and look. Yeah, another multi-strike. This will add up. Super Powered Man is good. Great job. The dupe here is certainly going to be, I think, Battering Ram for 20. That's just strong. So we're at 330 shards. I will re-roll because there are things they could show me that make this stronger. Chain of Gems is really good, but how important is this here? Primordium does benefit from not dying. Alright, fine. I think that does actually help us secure a primary faster kill if Primordium lives. Alright, 630 points, 330 shards, moving on. Okay. Our goal is to simply draw well. Right? Simply draw really well. Okay. Our goal now is to roll a Welder Helper. Okay. Great, actually. I'm not joking when I say that's great. Hey, look, Pyre Chomper. Get up here, bud. Welder Helper is good. Yeah, this seems reasonable. Yeah, okay, great. We got a turn 1 on Seraph because of insane RNG on card draw. Cool, 10 turn on Seraph, nice. Alright, y'all, same deal. Just draw all of your best cards on turn 1. It's so easy. The game is free. Just draw everything you want. Okay, this isn't everything I want, but it could have been worse, if I'm being honest with you. Primordium gets the damage shield. We'll drop these other things. Great. What do I get today? Yo, Welder Helper. All right, we're cooking. We're doing it, I think. We just play a bunch of stuff here. We blast out. How important is Primordium even with this card draw, right? Like, how critical is this guy? Answer, I don't think is very... I think he's pretty low, actually, right? Play a Tia, do like 5 million damage, blow up bottom floor. Second I draw a Battering Ram, it's over, right? Let's go. Let's go. So many Battering Rams. All right. Now, I do need to generate Ember somehow, so... how do we best do that? Interesting. How did Tia live? He gets 26 armor from what? Scorched Steel gives him 9. So he has, what, 13? Where's the rest of it coming from? Interesting. Well, let's play some stuff. I think we can do better. Hold up. Back out. Back out. I think we don't actually need Primordium on this field. He's, like, fine. In fact, you might argue you should put Primordium in front because it, like, magnifies everything. I wonder if that's the angle. I wonder if that's the angle here. And then we crack the imp in a box. Oh, we got a Pyre Chomper this time. So that's useful. Alright, how do I approach this? I think it's truly as simple as... It's changed a lot of stuff, didn't it? We'll put the Apex Imp down because he does matter. I'm going to give... Why does he echo armor? Who's giving him armor? It's so bizarre. Oh, I think I know where it's coming from. He's getting the summon trigger from... Yeah, he gets the summon trigger. Oh, I get it. I see. That's not something that normally matters, but we can work around this. Okay. Check it. We can work around it. I think we can get a turn 2 here. I just need to finagle it a bit. Okay, I like it when it gives me the Pyre Chomper, so we're keeping that. Cool. Alright, don't play the Apex Imp yet. This is actually very important. I want to play Transcend Imp, then Apex Imp. You see, this is important. Then we can Tia downstairs and blast the floor. You push through a lot here, right? This is there's a lot of important elements happening, right? We do Fledgling Imp, then you airdrop in Transcend Imp, right? And now we have Battering Ram, Battering Ram, Battering Ram, Battering Ram, and we're out. Honestly, actually kind of crazy. Really good turn ones. Like, turn 2 on Divinity, turn 1 on Seraph. That's pretty good. I don't think that's 86k good, but that's pretty good. I think we're definitely top 10. I think we've cracked top 10 on this one for sure, which is great news. Very excited about it. All right. Oh my god, I pushed... Whoa, 89? Y'all, actually, I'm cracked. Secretly, I'm so good at this game, it's actually obscene. Check it. Okay. Wow. All right, who's my number 2? Good job, Hoppy. You had something that looked very similar, it looks like. Yeah, Battering Rams, great. This was nuts. I pushed 89. I am 3k over the next highest person. Because I guess I just get 1 billion points from my Fel, Seraph, and Divinity kills. And I have a 330 shard multiplier here, which is more than the number 2 had. Which is great. I mean, yeah, more than the number 2 and the number 3, so... Okay. I actually think... There was a world we did even better on Fel if I had put the random tenon piercing into the Battering Ram instead of the... What's it called? Instead of the Vent. Because the spell shield that came out of that summon trigger was the one thing that cost us that turn. So points could have been made still. A lot of these were pretty inefficient floors. Look, we took damage on ring 2. Like, we... 2 turn, 2 turn, 2 turn, 2 turn. Like... These are not great. And then things, of course, picked up from here. But like our early game, I mean, I guess it's okay, right? Because these are worth less points, so as long as you more than make them up, you're good. And Railbeater Super gets there. Railbeater Transcendent, Apex Imp nonsense with Ashes to go crazy. Really good roll. I'm going to tell you what, my Seraph card draw was insane. You can't replicate that. I don't know what, it was just like, here's every card you need to kill Seraph on turn 1, including the Hidden Passage, every single thing you need from the battering rams, enough Ember from an Imp in a box. Like, we pulled a Pyre Chomper, which was incredible. Absolutely crazy. I just looked at that hand and said, okay, I guess we win. And that was it. So, outrageous. Awesome. I mean, I'll tell you what, this is a pretty good run of Monster Train, the video game. Pulling out another #1 like this, that's 2 weeks in a row, which is pretty exciting. So, go team. I was not expecting this. And you know, when I was first thinking in this run about the possibility of how do you go fast enough, battering ram is definitely not something that immediately jumped to mind. It probably should have, right? Because I'm in Hellhorned, right? It should do it. I should be able to think about that. Oh yeah, we can battering ram ourselves out on turn 1 and get the kill. We have ascends, descends, things like that. So I feel pretty good about that. I also think we squeezed out extra points we might not have gotten otherwise with the 630 here. And in truth, I didn't need the Chain of Gems, but it's because I drew so well. I was expecting worse draws. So I could have actually squeezed out an extra 150 there as well. So I think practically you might be looking at pushing around 90k in a perfect scenario here with my current run. And that's with all the bungles in the early game that I honestly don't know how you articulate better, right? We did pretty well on the early games compared to these other folks. I mean, but once the run starts diverging, it's like they took Fortifies. I guess they anticipated the Apex Imp. And if you have Fortify, that swings your early game in a big way. But we didn't. I mean, whatever, fair enough. I didn't take it. I took Vents instead because the Vent was a better card. And I do think that doubling up the Vent, getting those extra shards matters. So, yeah, okay, fair enough. I like Vent. And yeah, fantastic. I didn't even ever draw the Plink to purge it, which is just incredible to think about. So I have a purge Plink that never got removed. Amazing. What a roll. All right, well, that's fantastic. Another #1 finish. Despite the fact that this episode is late, it's all good. So hopefully you enjoyed. So yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.